What's up, guys? This is your fave girl B, and I'm with Sia. How are you, Sia?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
So, yeah, just be comfortable. I'm just going to talk about the industry that you're in and the work that you do. So, yeah, we're just going to have a conversation. So, feel free.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my first question is, how did you get started in artist management? How did it begin?
How did I get started?
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, Sia, I'm a guitarist.
Oh,
by nature.
okay.
Yeah, I'm a guitarist by nature. So how I got interested in this is because I studied music at CJC and then I studied at TUT. By the time I got to TUT,
Yeah.
I discovered this thing. There's just this thing. Man, I don't wanna end here. I don't wanna end on stage. I don't wanna just be
You saw there are
tone. I don't
bigger
want to be
channels and bigger
I saw that
platforms to
okay, no
learn.
man,
Yeah.
there's that door. And then it happened that my friends at that time, they actually encouraged this thing. They were like, in fact, why don't you do artist management? Because you are good at talking. Like you're always talking. You're always
Yeah, so they're like,
expressing
there's this door and there's this opportunity and this
it
venture.
looks like you.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it looks like you. So I was like, interesting one, challenging, but let's rock.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's rock. Yeah.
So that's how you ended up
That's
in
how
there and
that's how
saw
I got
like
into
there's
it.
space for you there.
Yeah, so we took it. There's more. There's just more that the industry can give. So let's go for more.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for more.
And what are the difficulties like with running that whole business or that concept like as an artist manager? Ooh. What are the difficulties? Like the major ones?
Okay. Let's firstly start as a young black man who has opened your own, like you've started your own company. You are trying to, number one, you're fighting for ownership. You understand? You are. So number one,
that's a challenge itself.
Yeah, on its own.
Step in and actually want to start.
Never mind whichever industry you're in. Like you
number
are now
one
facing,
as a young black man in this day and age,
or a young black child who is just trying to be independent. You're not trying to chase or pursue employment and stuff like that. So the first challenge starts with me coming from being a creative to being in the business space now, whereby I have to now start thinking strategically and all of that. Whereas when you are a creative, you are a creative thinker. You don't really care much about the strategical side of things most of the times. You're just like, okay, if it's like this, hey man, I'm feeling this, let's rock.
Then we can run it like this.
But now you can't anymore. You're out here, you are like, people are you are liable for people's careers.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yes, and then also there's not a lot of information around our field.
True. We had a conversation before this, and I did tell you, like, oh my gosh, I thought it's just about bookings and getting
it's
gigs.
Really not. You understand? There's not a lot of information, so you don't really have a template. It's very hard. Like it's hard to maneuver around the field because now you don't know. Most of the times, everything is your first.
Yeah.
In most cases, like I've had my first so much ever since I stepped into management. I remember there was a time whereby it was my first time going with an artist to a festival. The first time talking to promoters. At first, I used to get booked.
Oh, yeah, as a guitarist. Yeah, I just go there, I just
now you are there, you're like,
you have to organize with the promoters.
I must take people from Gauteng to Eastern Cape.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a first for you.
Yeah, so I think it's the information part. Like there's no right or wrong. You just have to experiment.
It's trial and error and seeing what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
What's the most difficult is trying to find yourself in the space, trying to find how you would like to do things, how you would like to build the culture, how you would like to maneuver into the space, how you would like to move your artists from one point to another, because there's no template.
True. I love that so much.
Have to be creative.
It has to be about
you.
Yeah, the influence that you want to make.
Yeah, it's about your voice. What your inner voice? What would you like people to see? Why did you step into the space? You understand? There's no template.
I get you. I'm laughing because the question I have is a bit controversial, and I'm gonna get a bit controversial here and there.
Yeah.
But not too much. You're not trying to step on anybody's toes. So, okay, it's just a personal question to ask. Like, how do you feel? With our big talent Uncle Waffles. She had a lot of men around her starting up. And I remember this on Twitter, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Are these guys, do they have the right intentions for her brand, for the journey she's trying to take as an artist? Or could they be other motives with having so many guys behind her
Okay.
as such a symbol? I mean, we talk about Uncle Waffles.
Yeah,
you can
Waffles,
see.
yeah.
It's Waffles.
Ish.
Oh my gosh,
Waffles.
it's Waffles. It's Waffles.
Yeah.
So I just
From what
want
I've
to
seen,
ask you, how do you feel about that art take? Because it was a big thing on Twitter.
from what I've seen, like honestly, the Bruce that were there with her, like from the start, they've been like there for her.
Mm-hmm.
It was not to try to benefit something from her, but that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I would never really know the
You're not
insides,
day to
but
day.
from what I've seen,
It feels like they've been on her side and
they've
doing
been
well
there
for her brand.
Like they've been there for her, and they've done so many great things for her brand.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I think I can only judge based on what I can see. You understand? I can't go in and say now and start digging things and creating things. You understand?
that you don't even know about.
Yeah, so I can only say that they've been doing a good job and they've been for her.
Then we can see a brand now.
Yeah, they've supported
grown.
her so much.
Her brand has really
They've
grown.
supported us. I've seen it. They're like boys. Like boys.
True.
Yeah, so
I love that for them. I really do.
Yeah.
And do you have like a support person when things get overwhelming?
What do you mean by that?
You can answer
What
it.
do you mean by it?
Because I think you might think I'm asking about a person. Is there a person? Or maybe a mentor. Could be a person, but like when things get overwhelming, do you have that support? It could be anything really.
Specifically in the field or in life? Like
Just in life, but I wanna dwell more into in the field that you're in. When things get overwhelming there, like where do you go to for support or like for information to be like, I'm stuck here, this, that.
To be honest.
How do I go?
To be honest, my support system is the people around me who are in the field. So the people I'm working with, like literally they are my own support system.
So you're able to open up to them about
I open up to them and I tell them,
yeah.
I know it's tough. Okay. I know we don't know. I don't know. The ship is not moving right. I don't know. I also don't know at this point. And then I've been blessed with artists who are very, like, what can I say? They are very like, they're very supportive, you know. Like with me, they understand the journey and they understand that I'm still getting to learn, you know, certain things and stuff. So they are very supportive. They
so
give
it's not like they give you pressure. Come on,
they,
get on your toes. You lacking now.
No,
they can understand.
They keep me on my toes.
They do,
but like
But you can have personal
I
conversations.
can tell them, Fana, now I don't know.
Challenge.
Now I don't know.
So you're able to open up.
Yeah, give me some time to figure this thing out. And then we'll take it together. So I think my own support system and also the friends I have around me. I have people who are doing great things around me. You know, one of them being the organizer of this whole thing. You understand? We talk. We have a lot of talks. Yeah, every now and then we do talk, and then he always gives me good pointers. You understand?
No, that's amazing.
Or no, look at that. How about you look at things like this?
It's important to have
so I think
structure.
The people around me are strong people, so I think that's how I'm still surviving.
That will help a lot.
Yeah, that's how I'm still surviving.
All right. So, do you think it's important to know your artist personally to have a good working relationship?
I do.
You believe in that?
That's what I promote. Now, I always tell them, when you step into my company and you start working with us, I tell you that this is a family more than it's work. This is family movement. Like, we are moving as a family, because if I can understand you personally, I can know what's for you. You understand? I can know how to move you. I can know what you don't like, what you like. I'm a bit more detailed about you as an artist. And as a result, I can provide better results. You understand? Unlike if I'm just treating you as a product, and as a product that I'm working with and stuff, no, I think that would have like a lot of limitations. But if I know you personally, I can reach even those spaces where you never thought like a manager should reach. Or when you look at the category of a manager, like, oh, but he's doing much. He's not supposed to go there. But
you go the extra mile because you know your artist personally and so much. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, do you have bad days, and how do you jump out of that to make sure your artists still get the same standard? Because we know every day is not always a good day.
Do I have that? Funny enough.
You don't have.
No, let me tell you.
Wait.
No, let me tell you.
Okay.
I had this conversation now.
Just
like,
now. Oh, okay.
Now. Like, there are times whereby I don't feel like I'm worthy of doing anything, bro. I just feel like this week I just want to sleep. Don't talk to me. Don't bring me food. Dude, don't do anything.
Like I don't want to see nobody.
I just want to hide in my own shell because I feel like I'm facing so much hits. You understand? Like sometimes you feel like you've
been catching L's. Like
you
L
you are being attacked from all angles.
L.
All angles, and then you look at yourself and you're like, what am I still doing here?
So how do you jump out of that?
It's the thought of why I started that always takes me up. Because they said you can be depressed and then you can go seek for help and everything, but the only person who will truly pull you out of the situation is actually you.
It's actually you.
But so I go back to the drawing board and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Why am I here?
If I'm gonna be like this, how many people am I disappointing? How many people look up to me? How many people rely on me for them to be moving in this field? Yeah. You understand? So I have a liability to uphold. So I can't just give up like that. It's not about me anymore. Most of the times, it's not about me.
So you think about the people around you.
I always think about the people.
Okay.
That's what picks me up.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's how you get out of that.
The whole purpose behind why. So yeah.
And how do you keep yourself up to date with like new opportunities for artists? Because I feel like this industry is a very evolving industry.
It evolves every day.
Day to day. So how do you keep track?
Literally your research, guys. You have your phones. These things are so beautiful. Like your smartphone is everything. Like your smartphone. I sit on my smartphone and I do a lot of research. Like I research how things change. I research how certain things needs to be strategized in a different way. I research how people are doing things now as opposed to back then. Research.
Times have changed.
I keep up. Yeah. Always on the internet. Always on my phone.
It's really the internet.
It's the internet. Like I said, there's no template. There's no template. It's only what you consume and what you make of it that can make you a good artist manager. And so I consume a lot of good information.
True.
And then I mold it up to who I am as Usia Tone.
So that it also works for you as Usia.
So that's the only way.
Okay, do you have a method with like how you spot talent? To be like, I want to work with this person.
Well, at first I used to say, you know what, I want to work with this person, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now it's always a thing where we would say, okay, these people just find it, like they find a way of finding me. They just find me. When they find
genuine
me,
connections are like so important.
That's the thing, you understand? So we find, like they just find me, and then when they find me, I'm like, okay, what are we looking at? I look at you, I look at your profile, and I'm like, okay, this looks like someone who has been investing enough, into their brand, and I feel like they deserve a shot. You understand? They deserve help. They deserve to be taken forward and also to be helped and assisted in the industry. So I'm like, I'm willing.
Okay.
Understand? I'm willing.
Yeah, genuine connections.
Yeah. So, but not everyone though.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, they find me. I don't really find them.
Yeah, you don't like literally go out on a scouting thing looking for talent.
You find superstars. You find superstars.
Okay. Do you think personally, like with the industry, are they still gatekeeping opportunities? Like the people who have sort of gotten a structure. We're not going to say they've gotten it right, but do you still feel like they're with the people that are up there? Is there gatekeeping somewhere?
I feel like gatekeeping will always be there. I feel like in every industry, it's not even our industry only. I feel like gatekeeping will always be there. You understand? And
it's just so sad, though.
Sometimes it's not always a bad thing, though.
Why?
It's not always a bad thing, because imagine if everyone had an opportunity. Just imagine a world where everyone had an opportunity. Everyone who feels talented had the shot, you understand, and all of that. So I think there are gatekeepers. Some are doing it like in a very horrible way, of course. You are being unreasonable with it. But some are there because of a purpose. Like you can't just. I don't think the industry would really be an industry if everyone had the access.
The doors open for everyone.
Yeah, you would see a lot of things. You understand? We'd see a lot of things. So now for me, I think there are still gatekeepers, and some are necessary, some are not. Those ones,
where it's like, this is too much. Like,
you're doing too much.
Relax.
Don't do that. Nah.
Relax.
Because there are very talented people out there, and they are not being given the chance because of certain people who are better in high positions. You understand? Which is why I started doing management. You understand? I was in the industry already, and then I saw it's okay. There needs to be a voice nyana for the talent, you understand?
True.
So that someone can speak up for these people who are so talented and stuff. Also, one of the other reasons, I didn't add, but one of the other reasons was because I've been here as a sessionist and I've seen things, and I was like, no, you know what? There's a lot of unfair gatekeeping, and that's what we're trying to work against. We're trying to
break.
We're trying to build a very sufficient space for talented people, in inverted commas.
Highlight.
Talented. You understand?
That was highlight.
Yeah, we can't.
That was highlight.
So it's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
Okay, so with your artists and when they gig, are you always there? Like,
am I always there?
Yeah, present. Like, you're there with them, or the other artists we just like,
no.
This is this.
I try.
Get there. You try to.
I try because they are placed in so many. Logistically, it's tough sometimes because I'm working with people from here, Val, and I have other people in Johannesburg and stuff. So now I just try. I go out there and I make means to go to them, see them every now and then. You understand? See them every now and then I come back, see these ones every now. I try to be present.
Yeah, because I'm asking, like with gigs, we know there's the club, there's alcohol influencers, there's, So I just want to know, like, as an artist management, with being in that space with your artist, with all of these things going around, like in the club, is it your job as an artist management to like sort of protect your artist in that space?
It's always like when it comes to protection.
Yeah.
It's always my job. I'd advise you on certain things. So please don't.
Because as well, it's like adults, ne?
Yeah.
So you can't reprimand and be like, I'm gonna take this drink from you.
I'm just gonna like, how about you do this in this way? How about you? Because I mean, there are people before they became artists. There were people. They were human beings.
True.
You understand? They also have interests. They also want to do things. They also
experiment things.
But my duty is to be the barrier between them and the outside world at any given time. You understand? Where even if it means like in a form of image, in a form of representation, and like everything. So their image matters to me. So I always have to be there as that protecting barrier to say, do it, but let's be smart about it. Let's move in this way. Let's maneuver in this way. Let's not do that. Let's not, how about, so it's only that. I don't really force, these people are old. Some are older than me.
That's what I'm saying. Full-grown adults. It's not like you can now reprimand and... I get what you say.
Yeah.
So, any advice with anybody that wants to hop onto this?
Hop onto management specifically, or to be an artist?
I think let's focus more on management. Yeah.
Go for it. Like, I think there's a lot of information out there. You just need to be very passionate about it. Like, you need to go and find it. There's no specific... Understand?
Come to you and have a book, have a manual.
How to?
You need to find it.
So you need to go out there and be creative with it. Like, that's the only answer. Be creative with it. Anyone can do it. If you want to see a change in the industry and you want to see people being well represented, go for it. It's your spot.
100%.
You are there. So just go there. Go surf the internet. Go fish for the answers. They are there, and then make that impact. You understand? Make that impact. Yeah.
Sia, thank you so much. I had a great time, and I learned a lot really about the industry that you're in, like as an artist manager.
Yeah, I've been hearing it like you're artist management, and I'm like, okay.
I'm confused. You just book and find bookings and get people to gigs, but now I know a lot. I know a lot now.
It's not limited to
that. There's more to it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being real, guys. Let's mix the sauce. Stay cool.
Amen.
Thank you.